Metals are extracted from the earth as ores, crushed and heated until they melt. Any impurities and unwanted materials are removed by refining, and then the molten metal is cast by being poured into a mold and cooled. Once cast, the metal can be run through rollers to shape it. Ores are rarely used in their pure form and are usually mixed with other metals to improve their properties. This is called an alloy. For example, copper and zinc make brass, giving the best properties of each metal. Remember that metals are from non-renewable sources, and so their recycling is very important.
Metals are classified into two groups, ferrous and non-ferrous, with each group containing metals and alloys. When designing with metals, designers need to choose their metals by considering their various properties. For example, most metals are good conductors. Ferrous metals contain iron, and they include mild steel, stainless steel, cast iron, and high carbon steel. Steel is created by mixing iron with a small amount of carbon. The amount of carbon used determines the steel's strength. Ferrous metals are also prone to corrosion in the form of rusting.
Cast iron is a grey-coloured steel that is very strong if it has been compressed, but can be brittle and crack if dropped. It is used to make car brake discs and manhole covers you see on the pavement and in the road. Mild steel, made from iron and carbon, is more of a dull silver in colour and can go a dark grey unless it is cleaned. It's quite strong and cheap to make, but it does rust easily. It's used in car bodies and nuts and bolts as they are coated or protected from the air by a barrier of paint. Stainless steel is made from iron, carbon, chromium and nickel, giving it a shiny and silvery appearance. This is more expensive to make than mild steel, but is hard and does not rust. You will see surgical equipment, sinks and cutlery made from it.
Metals come in a range of shapes and sizes: sheets, strips, different shaped rods and bars, pipes or tubes, angles, U-shaped channels and I-shaped girders. This means that manufacturers and designers can buy roughly the size they need to make their design. A circular tabletop would be cut from a sheet of metal and the legs from tubes of metal. A metal, once cast, can be heat treated to change its properties, for example to soften or toughen it. Annealing is the heating of the metal and then leaving it to cool slowly, which makes the metal softer, less brittle, and more ductile. You can harden the metal by heating it till it's red hot and rapidly cooling the metal by plunging it into cold water or oil, known as quenching. This makes the metal tougher and less likely to break. Tempering steel involves the cleaning of the metal and then heating it gently, and the colour slowly changes. The colour shows how tough the metal has become.